Hello and welcome, good evening ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night, which means the race week on EGL starts off with GT3 racing, and I mean, apart from the F2 series, it's the only racing we're getting this week here on EGL. We are here with Assetto Corsa. It is season 4, round number 8. With this one we've got 3 races to go, and for the first time in Assetto Corsa Competizione history, we have a full grid of 30 drivers, which is very, very, very nice to see after the 16-race fiasco of Suzuka. So this time we probably got an overload of racing action compared to last week, which I appreciate a lot. And I'm sure Triton will appreciate it as well if the game decides to let him onto the server. Because for some reason he's locked out right now, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Latest point when someone retires.
Yeah, probably, but hello everyone. Yeah, it says the server's full, which is good news and bad news. I mean, good news for me, the server is full. The bad news is the server is full.
It's true.
But
it is
yeah,
true. Yeah.
yeah. We've been talking about the attendance and how it's been kind of going down a little bit. But now I assume that some people may realize that similar to last season, now that we have our champion crowned, he may not want to actually continue his winning streak. So there is a chance here for some of these other guys to potentially get their first win.
Yeah, I mean,
so, yeah.
Carsten doing a last to first challenge because he's in the pit lane. Last time he did that was Spa. He retired in that in a very unfortunate crash with, well, first lap was all over the place, but then he crashed with Brabner. AKA Push, which wasn't amazing. Was Push took blame on that instantly, but was a little bit upsetting. So we didn't really get to see the full last to first challenge. This time we're gonna see it. Is my voice audible on stream, or who just joined us?
That would be me.
Yes.
Gentlemen, sorry to interrupt. I was just listening on the stream that
anything wrong?
Triton can't join, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't join. It's lobby full, I think. Even with the. Oh no, I got in. Okay,
was it you?
No, they asked me to be a guest driver, so I thought I might have been taking up his slot. But
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
Well, that was Tipsy. We've got Triton in the game now as well, and I'm looking at those times, and as Dragon has just pointed out in chat. This is a really fast session, especially from Felix Rupert, who is setting the pace right now. He is first by 7/10 on a 40 flat. I don't even know how close this would have been to Carsten if Carsten actually did a lap. But Rupert might just have the pace to just run away with this. I don't know. But Berbatovic, even on time with Van den Herding both in second and third, Veld with a really good time.
Amazing lap, yeah.
Yeah, just got knocked down by Chumley, but he's still in P5. He's going to come across the line. I don't think he improves, but yeah, seriously impressive stuff from him after having a little bit of a tough season. And Brabner in P6, Illigna P7, Olive 8th, and in silver class we've got a McLaren Honda 1-2 in
That's
P9
going to make
and 10.
the Portuguese fans really happy, I think.
It's time for our weekly Maximilian Verstappen joke. Stay with us.
What do you mean joke? You think it's a joke?
Mention. Sorry. It's fine. So yeah, we've actually decided the championship last week, which as professional as a commentator I am, I just didn't mention because everyone knew it anyways, not because I forgot it or anything. No. Yeah, I forgot to say it last week, but Carsten takes the title for the second time in a row, and now we've got the fight for P2 in the standings going. And this qualifying session, to me, seems pretty over. Veld is still going, Chikeka still going. I think Maciejewski up a little bit, 2/10 on his lap. And yeah, Tipsy is in the session.
Yeah, he's not done a lap though. We have 4 people not doing a lap. So Drozda, who I think raced
Pug.
earlier on this season.
Yeah.
Who is that in the server? Do you know?
Pug. He is sometimes
yeah.
active in general and iRacing chat.
Yeah.
So, that's him.
Viser's Dragon, of course, not doing a lap, doing his usual last 2 points challenge, I think.
I think Eklund
and
is
Tipsy as well.
Yeah, Eklund I think is Bajan. but I might be wrong on that. As
yeah.
Maciejewski munches the curb in Cheetah, I think the corner is called. We just call it the Death Curb corner, but I think the name is Cheetah. And yeah,
that's for qualifying.
Yeah, that's the qualifying, and for me, I mean, 2 standout performers really here. Actually, I think 3, and that's, well, Rupert just absolutely nailing that time, getting himself on pole, and then Burbo on the front row, out-qualifying not only his teammate Illigner, but also everyone except Rupert, so really impressive stuff from him, but we're gonna go into the in-depth grid walk now. Let's line our camera up, hope it doesn't get shaken around. So, this is where we are. We are here at Kylami. It's a little bit gloomy, but no rain in the next 30 minutes. Our grid is Felix Rupert on pole, then it is Barbatovic, aka Alex Burbo in P2. P3 is Van den Herding. Really unlucky start of the season, then he dropped off in pace a little bit. I think he had a good race last time out, and now he's on P3 again. Chambly got his first podium in a while in the Nürburgring, and now he's looking for a good position as well. Veld had a terrible season for his standards, and he's looking to bounce back. Brabner a little bit down the order in P6. Illigner's gotten a lot of podium finishes, but it's all P3, and now he's in P7, so he has some work to do. Alongside him, Antoine Olivet in P8. Same goes for him, really not quite as lucky as he wanted to be so far this season. Then, the silver class, we've got the teammates, Kroschwa and Bohn in P9 and 10. Christian Stricker in P11 alongside Pavel Gaida, who has had a really good start to the season and then sort of dropped off. Then we've got Jack Colley or whatever in the Ferrari, a reserve driver, first time here as far as I'm aware, alongside Jasper Smelt. Then P15 it is as a reserve Olli Stricker in the Bentley, a big boy, alongside Kennedy Chikeka, who is third in silver class. I think Colley is not silver class, actually. It's just wrong on the screen. Then we've got Torres, who's been really good in the rain at Suzuka alongside Maciejewski, who had a few incidents in the last races, which kind of threw him out of the Silver Cup championship fight. Then P19 is Paulus Takos alongside Pavel Galinski. Then P21, we have Jos Meersman alongside Ryan Norpin in the Trigon Racing Academy. Then it is Fernandez, and at this point I'm running out of the timing tower on the side, so I need to see who this is. I don't know the liveries. Let me quickly have a look. So we've got Fernandez, then it's Adam Stevens, aka Adiero, in P24, Oscar Eklund, who I believe is Bajaran, in P25, then Alexander Karsten, our champion, is in P26, Tipsy Bob 27, Dragon 28, and last is Viktor Czerwinski, and that's your grid. And this grid walk was really long because luckily we've got an almost full grid, as Mateusz Strostra is somehow not here. I don't know if he...
Wait, is he? Isn't that him?
I think he disconnected.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, then Czerwinski's in the pit lane. I don't know I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure there's a good reason, but I don't know the reason. So that is the setup.
We're ready here then.
Yeah, that's the setup for today's race. We've got a formation lap coming, and after that, we're gonna go racing here at Kylami, a track that arguably, potentially should make its way onto the Formula 1 calendar, in my opinion. It's a really good track.
I agree with that. Yeah, I do really enjoy this track. I've only raced it in AMS2 mostly. I need to find a mod for I need to find a mod for it on AC, on the base AC game, because the one I have is like the 2000 version, so there's a chicane somewhere that is not there.
I got a really good one. It's fun. I've driven it in F1 cars, actually, Formula Hybrid.
Yeah.
Track definitely fits the standards. I actually heard that the owners of the track are trying to build it a little to make it grade A FIA, and maybe we can see it in the future.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, but for now...
That would be really good.
For now, no Wimpy Home Grand Prix, so...
Oh. That is a travesty. That is actually a crime that they would not host the Wimpy 3 trademark Home Grand Prix, but... Yeah, shout out to Wimpy.
Jensen, unfortunately, as we all are aware, being able to overtake is not a criteria for F1 tracks these days, so I don't see why we couldn't race Kylami.
Yeah, we have Sochi and Abu Dhabi on the calendar, so I don't see what the problem would be having Kylami.
We literally have Monaco on the calendar.
Yeah, Monaco
overtakes are not a criteria anymore. So,
It's just to have a fancy hotel on the track,
It's
or
true.
just have a fancy like Olympic stadium kind of thing.
Yeah.
But anyways,
ACC!
speaking of
Woo! Hype!
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I wanted to mention as well, it seems as though the car to beat here is the Audi, because
it's
in the
true.
top 7, all Audi drivers are in the top 7 at least.
Oh my god.
So 1, 2,
Nope,
and then
Chris,
4th and 5th.
P11.
Oh, Chris, oh yeah, Kimi. Chris is the only one outside of the top 10. But yeah, the Audi looks very strong. Of course, Alex Burbatovic looking really fast this time around. Van den Hutting as well. I know he's pretty good here at Kylami. I think he had a good result here. Season 2, I think he won it to keep the championship going.
Yeah, I think he did.
I-
There was some controversy with him and Sam. So yeah, that was a thing. And now he's in P3 alongside Sam. So maybe some old times are gonna be revived. And we haven't really
Are
seen
we going
any.
to have a? Oh, I was gonna say, are we gonna have a Cholmondeley moment here or no?
We haven't really seen
Hopefully
any
not.
any like front competition out of Burbo so far. So I'm really excited what's gonna happen with him. He is the red Audi on the front row, of course, and as we are going to head towards turn 1 soon, Felix Rupert gonna lead the field unless he gets a terrible start, in which case Burbo, of course, is gonna say thank you very much. So that's what we're
Yeah,
waiting
let's-
for.
We should have an interesting race. Fast guys at the back, fast guys at the front. Let's see what we can get here.
Yeah, and we're gonna go helicam in the hope that we can actually spot something. And we are on a speed limit, and I don't know where Burbo is, but he's like one car length, one
Yep.
grid length
What's happening
behind
here?
Rupert. This is wrong, but he's already alongside Van den Hutting, so Rupert certainly uncontested into turn 1. Instead, the whole grid is shaken up a little bit with Burbo having to defend P2 from Van den Hutting into turn 1, but I think La Cruz is just gonna get that move done. Yes, he is, so he's up into P2. Velt a little bit lost in the middle there. Chris sends one down the inside of Illigna in the back, and they run full wide with Krushva or Bansad. No,
there's
Bans
contact
with a collision, and that's Illigna off the road, collecting guide as
Any
well.
collecting somebody.
And that's Carsten
Yeah.
on his way through. How many places did he gain already? So Carsten slips through Illigna down the order, and Burbo has lost his good starting position. He's down 1 spot, and now we've got Van den Hutting and Rupert leading this race. Then it's Burbo, then Chumley, Veltman P5, Bramner stays 5th. Chris with a really good start up to 7. He basically replaces Illigna, who's just dropped 10 places. Illigna, just for everyone who doesn't know, is WoW from SLR. So yeah, bad start for him. Carsten up to P10.
Yeah, Carsten having an incredible first couple corners there. He made up, how many is that? Like 10 positions almost in just a few corners. So taking advantage of all the mayhem here, and we'll keep an eye on him as he's trying to find his way past Galinski in the Lexus there. But he has his work cut out for him still, but it is a little bit easier for him now.
Yeah,
As Maciejewski sends
Yeah.
it up the inside, trying to send it up the inside of Jack Coley. I think that's his name. I raced him in VBDL, but
Yeah,
I don't know
they
what
are
his
side by
actual-
side through the final sector, and I think Jacoli just about gonna keep his position because he's got the inside line and cheater, but he
Oh,
can't,
he goes off.
but he hits the curb, and that's the death curb, and now we've got who is that? Chikeka locking down the inside of Maciejewski, both of them silver class drivers, so this is a fair game, this fight, and the train of 3 Bentleys is about to get completed by the 4th Bentley of Alexander Carsten in a moment, who's just gotten ahead of Torres and Galinski while we weren't looking. To the inside goes Chikeka, there's no move, and there goes Carsten on Jacoli from so far behind, and he just makes that stick completely easily. Jacoli let his guard down, and Carsten up another spot, P16.
Yeah, so far looking pretty solid from him. And up front, Van den Hutting looks quick, especially in a straight line, of course, because he is in a Lamborghini. So we'll see if he's actually able to put the pressure onto Rupert. But of course, Rupert's pretty fast, especially here, it seems. So we'll have to see if he's able to keep this momentum going.
In silver class, in the meantime, the 2 McLaren Honda cars, who are the Porsches, by the way, just to avoid any confusion, have well, they still hold their 1-2. Bance has gotten past Sanix and all of that in that little pile-up with WoW on the first lap, but they lost some buffer. They've only got Stricker behind them, and then it's already the silver class train of Maciejewski, aka Kubzon, then Chikeka, then Takos. And they are going to be picked apart by Carsten, of course, who has now taken Tacos as well and is looking at Chikeka. It's impossible to keep up with this. He's just making too many moves. I think we've got Galinski to the inside of Taurus. And he's actually running side by side with Gaida, who himself is running side by side with Iligna. So the two of them, they fought for podiums before, but now they fight for P20 and Gaida gets the better of. Oh, Jack Colley's off! Can we spot how that happened? I mean, it's not too hard to guess. He catches the curb again, and around goes the Ferrari. Still a solid 2 pirouettes. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. But unfortunately, he's not going to gain any positions. There goes Ollie on the inside of Sanix as well. Carsten does last to first, Owen. That's what's happening. So,
yeah, so he's already P15. In just 4 minutes, he's made up almost half the grid, or he's overtaken almost half the grid. So already showing, I mean, he's won all the races this season for a reason. But let's see how good. I mean, the argument might pop up. How good is Carsten at overtaking? He's gonna prove that one today. And already I think he's pretty much done that job enough as it is, and he's still got some more that he's gonna show us. I am certain. So,
are you talking past your microphone a little bit? You're a bit quiet.
I am, sorry, yeah. I was charging it a little bit, or I was charging it so I like had my ear off the side, yeah. Smart stuff from me.
Up front, yeah, it's good now. Rupert has got 1.8 seconds. He arguably should have won a Nürburgring, but he disconnected, so that was absolute heartbreak as Ruben goes a little bit deep there. That can give you a warning, so need to be careful of that. There's also the S's in the middle section, which also give very, very dumb warnings. And he needs to keep it clean because he's still got Burbo up his rear, who's showing some absolutely solid pace for Blitzig Racing Team. He's actually pulling a little bit of a gap to Season 2 champion Samuel Chumley. And yeah, so Burbo looking good, Van den Hudding not able to free himself of the pressure. Then the next train...
meanwhile in the back, here comes Carsten again, trying to go for the switch on Kennedy Chikeka, moves to the outside, then moves back to the inside, and that is solid racecraft from Alexander Karsten. Once again getting the move done, and now he's...
okay, this replay was too short, but we're used to that, aren't we?
It was a hell of a move. I wish you guys caught that one, but yeah, he gets the move done there, and I don't know if Maciejewski's going to move out of the way. We got yellows.
Car number 19, I think. Who's 19?
That's Jack Foley again.
Oh no.
Or Jack Hawley.
We're gonna have a look. He is having... Oh no! He goes into Meersman and both of them are around.
Oh no.
So that's probably some FIA action waiting to happen as he has to reverse down the track a little bit to get himself facing the right way again. So not the best race for Jack Hawley, but well, I know from F1 that he's a very capable driver, so I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, no, certainly. Yeah.
The next
another yellow. No, it's gone now.
Yeah, it was just a second. Galinski
Marius
and Iligna.
Off the road, actually.
And, yeah, Iligna has just gotten past Galinski. Where's Gaida? Wait, has Gaida made a mistake? The helicam's not telling us much right now. Yeah, I think Gaida's gone off the road. He must have been the yellow because he's dropped like 5 places, so Iligna up to P17 can still maybe salvage some points, which is not what he...
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah. Gone.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, yeah, Karsten. I don't know if there was team orders or anything there, but yeah, he does get past his teammate. So Maciejewski moves over for Karsten, or Karsten may have overtaken him. I didn't catch it, but now he is on the back of the leading silver class guys. So one McLaren, Honda, Porsche, Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso car on up front, and then he will have to get through Ollie and Rene afterwards, and then he will be back on the train of the pro class.
Yeah,
as
onto the gravel goes Sanix a little, but Gaida, by the way, pitting as well as the 23 car of Gonzalo Fernandez, and there goes Carsten on the inside of Sunset, and can he actually execute that move? I think he can. He's on the outside now. Maybe he can outbrake Sanix. No, he can't. Sanix takes the inside line, so Carsten has to follow him through the S's, and only after that he'll be able to break free and chase the pack in front with Ollie and Bands. But yeah, solid progress. This is for P12. In the meantime...
In 8 minutes, already P12. Impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, but here he goes now. Maybe down the inside, has a look, but no, he's not going to be able to do it there. Sanix has a bit of damage at the rear, I think, but I don't think it's going to be anything major. I do see some scuff marks.
I mean, it's the Porsche without damage on the rear. The car drives like it has damage on the rear, and there goes Carsten, as to be expected. Down the inside of Sanix, they're gonna run side by side. Please don't make any contact. No, there was perfect space given from both parties there, as they're gonna run side by side towards Cheetah, and Carsten proving patient.
Oh, but he goes wide.
Yeah, Carsten knows he doesn't need to do things really if he's able to keep his pace up. And now the question is, can he take the Porsche down the main straight? Sanix probably, with one lap, the one who's been defending the best so far from him. But I don't think the Porsche is able to do anything in the straight line. Yeah, it doesn't hold a candle to the Bentley. There he goes. And in the background, Chikeka is trying the same on Maciejewski, but that one did not work out, so he stays in P15, which means P4 in class for Chikeka now.
Yeah, Sanix does look pretty good through the corners, though. Of course, I know the Porsche is pretty solid through the corners, so... But I don't think, I don't think Carsten is going to stay here for much longer, and yeah, he's gonna probably check out here in a bit. So, the fight here for silver class is going on still, of course, for, I think, P2 in class, so... Yeah, Krusvar and Maciejewski, and then even Chikeka in there as well, and Tacos, so...
Oh, Sanix!
Are...
Wow, he got a little bit sideways on entry there, but actually looked fine. Maybe that's just how you drive the Porsche.
That's how you drive a Porsche.
Yeah. Is that Chikeka not having a look? Okay, he needs to drive a little bit off the line there, because Maciejewski probably holding him up a little bit, because Maciejewski himself is stuck behind Krusvar. I'm taking a look at the championship in the meantime. Right now in silver class, Sanix is leading with 106 points from Marius Torres, and then it's Kennedy Chikeka in P3. By the way, where's Mills? Mills not driving. I haven't seen him today.
Mills is not driving.
Oh no.
Mills, no!
Chikeka, no. Okay, Chikeka had a look on Maciejewski there. But yeah, the fight in silver class is on, as it always is actually. Where's Maciejewski in class standings? He's in P6 on 59 points, which means he's still in touching distance of Kennedy Chikeka, but now he is, well, now he's actually in touching distance of Chikeka, but he's not getting past, again, the Bentley, not getting past the other Bentley. I mean, how are two Bentleys supposed to fit alongside each other on a track, honestly? As Tacos almost dies in the background casually.
Ooh, in the back, Fernandez with a 30-second stop-and-go penalty.
Oh, no.
I don't know what he did there, but yeah. Oh, he's already in the pits, so I don't think he's, or I don't know if he's serving it or not, but we'll see what he's doing.
He's probably doing it. He also drove the entirety of Suzuka, even though it didn't go too well. He's just doing his practice. This is Visser, also known as Dragon, on the back of Ryan Noppen, who's carrying the number 14. That's some, how do you say?
That's not allowed. That is not allowed. Yeah, there's only one number 14.
Well, I can respect Fernando Alonso, but he still never won the 2SRL ACC, so I think he's beneath him.
He's not the 2SRL Season 1 ACC champion, so, you know, yeah, he doesn't get that number.
Yeah, up front, we haven't checked in with these guys in a while, and I feel like Ruben is backing the guys off a little bit. He's fallen off the back of Felix Rupert by 5 seconds, who's doing his best cast and cosplay for now. Ruben is only 3/10 clear off of Babatovic and Chumley, so yeah, Chumley got onto their backs again. He has struggled a little bit in the opening of this stint, but now he's getting closer. Then Veldman, with a little bit of a gap, still able to keep George at a solid distance. So either George just not that fast here, or the Audi or Veld really good at Kylami.
Well, let's see what's happening as well. Down here, Carsten is catching up to this train here. He's going to be on the back of Ollie soon as he gets onto the gravel a little bit, but shouldn't be any issues. And the back of the train there, the silver class train there, is also getting caught up by Illigner, so we might have some action coming up here. So
yeah, I have I mean, I've memed Mr. Wow a little bit for overtaking problems over this season, but it's GT3 cars and it's tough sometimes, as this is Gonzalo Fernandez, who goes out of the way. A Smelt! Oh no, what happened there, Smelt? Rear ends Ollie and then gets into trouble with the lapped car. We're gonna take a look at the helicam of that again, because I don't know what happened there. Let's take a look. So this is Smelt. Behind Christian Stricker, and I think, yeah, he just brakes too deep and he tries to avoid it, but he makes contact and then he even hits the lapped car, so not an amazing moment for him.
Yeah, Kimmy's off the road!
Not an amazing moment for him either, and instead of rejoining...
He's going to the pit.
Yeah, yeah, make it look more intentional, sure.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, wanted to pit.
It worked.
By the way...
All according to plan.
Oh, there comes, is that Taurus out of the pit lane?
Yeah, he's a lap down. So he's gonna have to move out of the way of these guys. As here comes Karsten, now up the inside of Ollie. And, I think, yeah, he's gonna get the move done there up the inside. Very smart, or very nicely done there. And now he has got, Rene, who is in the lead of Silver Class tier. And within this train here, and then Olive afterwards, and then he will be on the. Then he'll already be up to the front runners, so because Brabner's up front there as well, and not out of reach, within distance, in fact.
Yeah, and Bans is. I mean, he's won a race already this season. He has won the Silver Class at Zandvoort, and now he's in his class lead here at Kylami as well. So he's doing well. He just needs to avoid time loss from getting passed by Karsten. I mean, he must be aware that his time is running out, as Karsten has a look to the inside here, and there he... Oh, never mind, that's the outside. Helicam is amazing, and I don't know what the track is. So, yeah, was the outside, no move for Karsten there, as we now approach the part of the track that I thought we were on a corner before. As he looks to the outside, Vance gives him a lot of racing room, but he brakes really late. The Porsche just solid on the brake, but he actually brakes too late.
Oh, but that's way too much, yeah.
Karsten taking some
very
exit
nicely
curb.
done by Karsten.
Yeah, taking some exit curb. I don't know if that's calculated or...
Oh, we got yellows again. Number one. Oh, it's Tipsy. No!
Tipsy! No! Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but I mean, he hasn't driven this game in ages, so this is fine. Maciejewski pits in the Silver Class, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for what he does, as Chumley right on the back of Burbo again. So he's still running close. Rupert has now got a 7-second gap though, which might be enough to save him from Karsten. It's gonna come down to how well Karsten manages the faster half of the grid, or the faster third of the grid.
Yeah, I don't expect him to
Smelt.
I don't expect him to stay too far behind for so long, but I got sidetracked here because I saw what Kitsune says in the chat. His wife must be driving, in reference to Tipsy.
Yeah, French.
Nah, if that was the case,
I respect only one French
Tipsy would be in P1. If Tipsy's wife was driving, the car would be in P1, but the world isn't ready for that yet. You know, Season 6 constructors for SL or for 2S Tier 1 says otherwise.
It's true.
But
can't argue with facts.
Yeah,
Speaking
Speaking
of French drivers, one French driver, actually the only French driver, is probably in fear right now, because it's Antoine Olivet, and he has got Alexander Karsten behind himself. They are endurance teammates, as far as I'm aware, for 2SRL Esports Team Red. And, well, he knows that he is probably not as fast as Karsten, so he needs to be careful there. I've been hit by Karsten in this corner 2 seasons ago, so I would be scared if I was Antoine here. It was just... Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you'll get him here just yet, but Karsten is lurking right there, and of course we've seen how aggressive he has been, as we see it right there!
The pressure has gone to his head. So up to P7.
So yeah, that's the move done. P7 already in just 20, under 20 minutes. So, or 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Already, yeah, P7. So,
this is the overtake. This is the racecraft of a driver that is capable to survive races in SimGrid Pro Split.
Oh, whoa, he goes wide there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a warning though. If you keep two wheels onto the on the curb.
Not in that corner. I think it's actually jump on board. In the S's you can get some really dumb warnings if you go onto the left here. Like it's like in F1, like 4 wheels off track on the line on the left, and it's just an instant warning. That's what you need to be careful of, and I mean that's about it. So, what else is happening? So Ban's still leading Silver Class solidly. The fight for P2 in Silver Class, well, Maciejewski is undercutting everyone, but Sanix has got a decent gap to Takos and Chikeka. So right now the 1-2 in Silver still looks good. By the way, for all of the new viewers who don't know ACC that much, the color codes of the driver numbers in the timing tower on the left side show you which class. Wait, what happened there in the background? That is Gaida off the road, I think. Or is it? No, it's Chikeka. What did he do? Let's check the replay. Oh, he's fighting Illig. Now let's hope they didn't make contact, even though they probably certainly did. As no, they didn't. No, that's a mind punt. That's a mind punt from WoW there. Amazing. Well done.
Unfortunate. It happens. Yeah, Chikeka, completely losing the rear. And just, yeah, unfortunate. But, I mean, it happens. So, it happens.
Yeah. He just wanted to pretend like WoW's good at overtaking. It's just banter, it's fine. So, further up the order, I'm really impressed by Ollie, by the way. He has, I think, taken a little bit of a break. I mean, he's been reserving for this entire season, and he's just come back and he's running in P10 ahead of Smelt, Sanix, Takos, who drove basically all of the races. So, really solid drive from him in the Bentley as the reserve driver. What I was gonna say, right, the reserves are color-coded red, the silver class drivers are color-coded grey, and the pro class drivers are color-coded white. That's how you know who is who on the timing tower on the left. We also are approaching the pit timing as, okay, no one pits. Undercut, of course, you know, getting the tires earlier makes you faster, and you might be able to slip past someone who is good at defending here at Kylami. I'm surprised we didn't see it out of Chumley yet. And no move. I mean, no one close enough for a move here. Let's look down the order. Actually, this is Jacoli and Adam Stevens fighting it out for P20. Jacoli in the Ferrari, and that is a done move for Stevens in that beautiful Aston Martin. I've got to say, really good livery. It is... oh, what's that? That's not supposed to happen. That is Fernandez, who has not figured this corner out yet, but who can blame him? I mean, this is high curb. You touch it, you go off, and that's what he did. And he doesn't take out the brake marker board, I think, which is good. Because drivers would complain about that for sure. So jumping out of the replay, I think WoW is WoW is really close to Takos. I think that might be the next move that's gonna happen. So we're gonna keep our eye on that. WoW, of course, on a bit of a recovery drive. I wonder when he's gonna do his undercut. Probably as soon as he's well, it depends how well he deals with Takos here, I would imagine. Because in fresh, I mean, you could do the overcut if you're in clear air, because it'll still make you faster than, you know, the silver class drivers. But you don't get held up by anyone. So I assume that might be what he's aiming for here. Up front, Chumley dropped a little bit again. It's back and forth. I mean, we're not watching this 24/7, so it's really tough to see what's happening. Oh, Bans is pitting, Smelt is pitting. So here are the first pit stops now. They are really close in the pit lane, actually. I feel like Bans might have slept a little bit on the pit entry. Let's hope his pit crew doesn't sleep on his pit stop, because that has put him out of race winning contention before. Barcelona last season comes to mind. And let's hope everything went well there, but I didn't see him getting lifted and dropped and lifted again. So I think this was a fine pit stop from him. And let's hope he does not drop, well, too far behind with that.
Okay. Meanwhile, on the back, I think Brabner might finally be trying to make a, or he might be trying to put the pressure back onto Veldman here, who's been holding on very well this entire race. They're in P5, so a very strong showing from him. But yeah, Brabner unable to respond to anything there, just been stuck behind him this whole time, and he's just been driving a pretty consistent race, Veldman, and yeah, Brabner just kind of following him through, and now in a lap or two, they're going to be under pressure from the guy they don't want to be under pressure from. So that will be interesting to see.
Yeah, and I wonder just how far can Carsten go, because I don't know if Rupert has just gone too far in this first stint. He is 8 seconds adrift of Ruben. If you told me Carsten's gonna finish ahead of Ruben, I'd say, yeah, probably, maybe. He's quick enough for that. I mean, he usually gets a 30-second gap or something over the entire course of the race, so I guess he can do that, but adding the gap that Rupert has might make it too hard. Ruben, Antoine, Ollie, and Sanix all in the pits now, so they pit with 35 minutes to go, doing the undercut on the others, so need to make sure we don't miss anything on that front. Visser, okay, he's not actually close to anyone. My delta is lying big time. Drozda, we haven't mentioned at all this race, is still driving in his Bentley. By the way, also on the left, people who have already pitted have the green color code, and those who did not pit yet have the yellow one with the number 1 standing for the amount of pit stops left. So yeah, that's how you know who is where, and this is Olive. He certainly knows where Ollie is, because it is he fills like 99% of his rearview mirror, but out of the pit lane they are information, and they are both ahead of Sanix and Bans. Actually, wait, Sanix is ahead of Bans, so Bans had a bad pit stop. No, wait, oh, it's the Delta's like acting up as soon as we pass.
Behind.
Yeah, as soon as we pass the first sector split, this should sort itself out.
Annex is right on the back of them now, so I don't know if that's how it was or not, but it does look like as though he has made up some ground.
I think so. Maybe Bans was a little slow in the pit lane, because I mean, the way I assume Bans drives his races, I really doubt that he has that he's practiced the pit entry, so maybe was being careful there. Which is good. Of course, you don't want to get that incredibly useless stop-go 30. Ruben is in clear air, and he can use his tire advantage to the fullest, as Burbo and Chumley are still out on their tires. They can pit at the end of this lap maybe. But yeah, the undercut of Ruben is like at least 2 laps, and I assume he's gonna be still in the lead of this fight, but the tire delta in the second stint will be in the favor of Burbo and Chumley. So I don't know, but I don't know why they are staying out this long. I don't think the overcut is strong at all, to be fair. Oliver has to defend from Ollie. I just realized that they share a first and the last name. Basically sound the same. Is that Oliver going deep again? I mean, Ollie might not be as Ollie might not be as scary as Carsten, but he's still certainly enough to make Antoine nervous for sure. Because I think Oliver went deep a little bit there. But Ollie not being able to find his way past, and Bans has to wait behind them. He's got Smelt on his rear, who has gotten himself into trouble early in this race, so that might be scary. The two of them are ex-teammates from Season 2, by the way. And so they know each other somewhat, but Smelt is certainly fast, and Bans in the Porsche probably sitting duck on the straight, so he's going to be worried. Brabner pits. Push is in the pit.
As Galinsky there.
Yep, both of them coming in, the number 88 car and the number 31 car. Where does Brabner come out? He has been undercut by Veldman by quite a big margin, so I wonder if he also lost a lot of time or not.
So far, though, this
gone.
oh, I was gonna say, so far this train still Olivier is gonna have to start stretching a bit. I know he's trying, but it doesn't seem as though he can shake off Ollie there, because like through some of the corners you can see him starting to pull the gap, but then Ollie just starts to climb his way back as here they come through. This is gonna stabilize a little bit in terms of positions here. We'll see where did Brabner come out?
Just about behind Veldman, like I would guess.
A little bit behind him.
Second or a bit more, a second and a half or something. So, yeah, Brabner did get undercut there, but maybe he can do it with the tire advantage in the second stint. As the remaining drivers heading into the pits now, Rupert, Burbo, and Chumley, and let's hope everyone.
And Carsten.
Yeah, Carsten as well. I hope everyone does a good job on the pit stops. Of course, you can lose a lot of time here if you don't park in a proper spot. You're gonna get, you're gonna get pushed towards your pit box first before being worked on, so you can lose up to like 5 seconds in the pits if you don't do it well. And I hope no one of those people did it, because the fight for P2 definitely looked spicy. Where is Ruben? He is the man who we need to keep an eye out for. He is in the final sector. He's got Cheetah coming up. Well, one corner and then no, there is the corner Cheetah with the death curb on the inside. As Drosta also finally into the pits. He is the last one to do so, so everyone has been in now. And now we're going to compare Ruben to the others he was fighting with, but this is Ruben and this is Burbo, so there is...
it seems as though he might have gotten him here, the overcut, yeah. So that worked out well for Alex, as Mearsman goes off to avoid them. But
Actually,
yeah,
yes.
that's...
Also, Carsten is in P5 now, and he's got half an hour to do it. He needs to gain 3 positions, then close down about 10 seconds on Rupert, and then overtake him. This is the task, but he could keep a 7-race winning streak alive, this time with some solid overtakes here.
You can make it 8 wins in a row.
Did I say something else?
Wow. No, you said 7, but yeah, I mean, technically it would stay alive and it would just extend as the Brabner goes off onto the grass there. So that's not going to help him as oh dear, Drozda. So we'll have to see how this goes down. Yeah, but Veldman as well as Alex is off the road. That's Berbatovich off the road.
Oh,
So-
he's facing the wrong way. We're gonna look at the replay of that. I don't know what happened. He's fighting Ruben there. They come together. I did completely miss that. That's in the S's. No, Chumley! I'm sorry, the volume control wasn't there. That was,
Oh, damn, no!
mate, he's filling in the
Yeah.
Mills no pretty well today.
Yeah, that the front end is completely gone in. But Veldman up to P3 now. Van Hutting up to P2. And Karsten is now looking like his work just got a lot easier. But yeah, Sam's boxing now. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sam, no! This has been
Absolutely.
a Cholmondelli moment.
I mean, no, it wasn't his fault.
Oh yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Did he get collected? I didn't see the full
He
replay.
did get collected. I mean, maybe he could have avoided him, I don't know. But, yeah.
Just
Certainly
really unfortunate though, regardless.
He collected Burbo. That's what happened.
But yeah, this is looking good for Nico now. He's up to P3, and I don't know whose fault that was. I didn't see entirely whose fault it was, or if it was just a racing incident. But
Yeah, it feels like racing incident to me, but I don't know. It's
Yeah.
Spicy FA is gonna have to do something about that. But yeah, Burbo has left the session, which is such a shame because he was doing so well, and now
yeah,
he's not.
yeah, the 2 Aston Martins there moving out of the way. So Tipsy and Mearsman, I think that is, out of the way for Veldman, and yeah, now as well for Brabner and Karsten. So if you're asking me, I think this is probably going to be the toughest one for Karsten Brabner, because these two have been fighting before on track, and Brabner has been able to hold him off for some time. Eventually, Karsten has found his way past, judging by his winning record, that he has eventually found his way through. But Brabner, we know, is able to withstand the pressure. So we'll have to see how long it takes.
Did we watch the same Monza race?
Well, Monza, we're not going to discuss Monza. But on occasion, he is able to. I'm trying to hype him up.
No, he's fast. I mean, that's the thing he's got going for
but
himself. I feel like he actually cracks under pressure a little bit too much for my liking.
A little, yeah, maybe.
But
he is able to hang with him, I guess is what I'm saying, like in terms of pace. But and also, we'll see how Nico fares into this, because look, they're already. You can tell Brabner is starting to pick up the pace a bit to try and keep Karsten behind, and in the process, he's catching Veldman again now. So let's see how this goes down.
Through sunset they go, and
in the back no, that was a blue flag. Sorry.
Yeah. By the way, update on Silver Class. Banz is still leading from Sanix. Smelt between them is a Pro Class driver who's currently on for P9. Maciejewski is in P11, so he is third in Silver Class, just ahead of Powder's Tacos. And then after those two, there's a big gap down to P5 in Silver Class, which is Kennedy Chikeka, who we've of course seen do some funny stuff this race so far. Then it's Visser in P18, Jack Colley, and then we go down to Noppen, Torres, and Drozda is a reserve, I think.
Oh, is Karsten gonna have a look down the inside here? And he's going in and pushing Brabner, or squeezing Brabner out, and he does get the move done. So good job to Karsten now. So that's P4, and now he's got P3 in his sights on his former teammate. So
yeah,
we'll see how he does here. Yeah, that's so this is already. Oh, and Nico goes wide there as well. That's not gonna help him. So
yeah.
Great move from Karsten, spotting the moment there, and
oh, Ollie also in a move on Smelt, and they make contact. So Ollie is shoved a little bit to the side, so that allows Sanix to go through. Probably no, actually not, because unfortunately he has a GP2 engine in his car. So
the GP2 engine,
which would be good for a GT3 car, but yeah. So this car doesn't go anywhere. So Ollie keeps his
the
place.
Honda power unit. Yeah, the Honda power unit has been a source of problems for the Porsche guys, so, you know, very unfortunate.
Karsten has now set his sights on Vel. As you pointed out, they were teammates. That was last season. They were driving together in the Mercedes. They also won the Constructors together. I don't actually remember the team name. Was it... I was Racing Team Netherlands.
Racing Team Netherlands, yeah.
What a surprise.
I'm surprised it wasn't the Portuguese racing team, but you know, I don't know.
Nothing beats the Dutch pride. The Dutch
except the Portuguese
pride.
Yeah. Only Belgian and Portuguese pride. But yeah, right now it doesn't seem as though Nico's going to give him some friendly team orders for time, of course.
Is Karsten going down the inside again? I feel bad for missing the move last time, so I gotta pay attention. No, he doesn't. Vel knows what's coming. I'm sure he'd love to have this podium, but I'm sure he's also aware of the fact that Alexander Karsten's behind him. To quote myself from last week, he has the knowledge of knowing that Karsten is on his back.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what you think, because if you're next to Alexander Karsten, that means you're doing something right. But if he's behind you, it means you're doing something right, but it also means that you're in trouble, potentially. As good as Nico is at this game, yeah, I would be, I wouldn't have, I don't think I could handle being in front of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just to put into perspective how fast he is, but he might have a look here, or no? Yeah, no, not here.
Yeah, so far, really convincing from Veld, honestly. I mean, at this point, it can't just be the car, but there goes...
Here.
There goes the Bentley, and they are side by side, and Veld leaves the respect, he leaves the racing rune, and he carries it around the outside now into the S's, and I think this is where Carsten gets through. Yes, he does. Unconventional place, and there goes Brabner, so he's gonna fight him for P4 now, up the hill, and this is unfortunate for Veld, because he drops from P3 to P5 in a moment. Brabner just waited for his chance. He knew there was a gap happening in the way that Carsten picked his overtaking spot, meant that Brabner could follow right through, so now Veld has some work to do.
Brilliant
with 22. Yeah, good stuff. He's got some work to do in the last 22 minutes if he wants to get ahead of Brabner again, which I think he can maybe do, because he had pace on him through that first stint, I believe. So Veld not out of this, but unfortunate setback for him. And now also, of course, the elephant in the room. It's even more ironic calling the Bentley the elephant in the room, because the car is quite literally that. And it is, I mean, he is 9 seconds behind Ruben, who himself is 12 seconds behind Rupert. So I feel like Rupert might just be too far down the road, and might even get close with Ruben. So we will see. But Rupert looking absolutely solid so far. I thought I just caught him dying, but no. Rupert is absolutely fast. Actually, I'm kind of sad that that Carsten is doing the last two first, because I feel like with this pace, Rupert might actually be able to give him a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, look how far up the road he is from Brabner, and who is, as we know, one of the front runners. So just shows, it puts into perspective how fast he is, and of course, Carsten is Carsten.
Oh, Chris on the inside of Maciejewski down the order for P12. Okay, Maciejewski leaves the space and carries the momentum to stay in 12th for now. But that was some good racing going on. Maciejewski still 4th in class. He's lost a position to Takas while we weren't looking. So Takas now in the podium positions.
Yeah, Carsten already pulling the gap to Brabner. So if the plan was for him to stick with him, it's not working out so far. And Carsten from last... Oh, he wasn't last. He was about like
26
in the back. Yeah, 26 out of 29, was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Brabner makes a mistake as well, and so does Nico a little bit, same. But yeah, so that's also not going to help. But yeah, from 26th to P3 in a GT3 car, that's not exactly something that you can do very easily, even though he made it look easy. Yeah, it's that is an accomplishment I've ever seen. So well done to him so far. And in the back here as well, P7 through P10 still trailing each other.
Yeah, and the bottleneck, so to speak, is in the car with the slowest straight line speed on the game. They're counting out GT4s. Is that Ollie? No, okay, Ollie almost sending one down the inside of Smelt. Doing the same thing that his brother Chris tried a little bit earlier on Maciejewski, and it works about as well. So not at all. Yeah, Smelt has not been able to get past Bance at all. Even though he's got the slipstream, he's not sitting in a Porsche. He basically has all the advantages he needs on the straight, but Bance able to defend this well. So even if he wasn't in silver class, P7, absolutely solid drive from him. 18 minutes to go, he needs to keep it clean. I'm impressed though.
Yeah, so far, Olive is catching up to Drozda here at the back. But yeah, there is a hefty gap between him and Nico. So I think he's just going to be sitting there in P6 if, or he will have to or he'll have to start pushing super hard if he wants to catch up to these guys, but I don't think he'll even have the time to do it.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on the lap times as well. Carsten's best is a 40.5. He did a 40.6 the last time out. Vanden Hutting is in the 41.9s, so already that's 1.3 seconds faster for Carsten than Vanden Hutting. So, oh no, Rupert hit the wall somewhere. Oh, he's got massive damage now. So he may have bottled this race.
Oh
actually,
yes, he has. This is over.
Oh yeah, look at that! What's happened?
We're gonna
Yeah, the
look
whole
at-
front of the car. Yeah, he can't even turn the wheel. Something has
Gonna
happened
look at a
there.
second replay here as he goes through sunset, and this must. Oh no!
I can't believe it. What
I am
happened?
in
Okay, I'm seeing
physical
the replay.
pain.
Oh no, he just took a little bit too much curb and right into the wall there. Now Van der Hutting is going to take the lead and he's pulled over and out of the race and oh my goodness.
Not again,
I can't believe
man.
it.
Not again.
This has been a Sebastian Vettel moment.
Yeah.
And that is it hurt me that time and it's hurting me again here. So now with 16 minutes
Also,
to go here.
I feel like pointing out that this would have catapulted him in the fight for P2 in the championship. He got that well, he didn't drive 2 races, and he DNF'd he disconnected in not Hockenheim, the other one, Nürburgring. And so this was gonna close the gap, especially because drivers like Illigner are down the order. Actually, we haven't checked in with him in a while. Yeah, Illigner is in P13,
Yeah,
still behind Maciejewski. So it's time for me to meme him again. I'm just kidding.
My goodness.
But
the life just got sucked out of me there.
yeah, and this.
Yeah, I can't believe that happened. Oof. I
can't
think we
either.
jinxed him. We completely jinxed him. I hope you know.
I mean, what was I supposed to do? Not mention the fact that it was comfortably leading for 45 minutes?
But we
What
did that
should
with
I've
Mills.
Yeah.
We did that with Mills last time where we were just like ignoring him for the entire race for the sake of not jinxing him. Because I'm pretty sure that was the same race that we jinxed, what's his name? Rupert again there, because you're like, oh yeah, he looks really fast, and then he disconnected.
In my defense. Yeah, I have nothing to say, it's fine.
Yeah, I am gutted for him.
I'm gutted,
so-
mate. I'm absolutely gutted.
I am absolutely gutted. But nah.
Can you stop pronouncing it well, please? It's gutted.
Gutted. Yeah.
Thank you.
I should say I forget the Australian term for it, but are we racing in Bathurst this season? By the way, it's
Yes,
the
we
finale,
are. It's
right?
the season finale, yeah.
Okay, good. I always look forward to Bathurst. Not because it's in New South Wales, but because it's Bathurst. And I shouldn't say it, but I wanted to rain there because of the first 8 minutes of last season. That's all you gotta watch of Bathurst. Because it was hilariously insane. Like,
WoW and I were in such a good position, okay? And then we
Yeah.
weren't. There goes WoW actually on Maciejewski. Is he finally able to make it stick for P12? I think he's just about able. Yes, he does.
ooh,
And,
yeah, there he goes.
Got the nose ahead into Cheetah, so he's buzzing
Oh,
Maciejewski.
Maciejewski mounts the curb.
Yeah. Doesn't work, but yeah, so it's finally the move done. Well done for him. He's allowed to move on with his life without any hate from me about his overtaking.
Oh, meanwhile, Drozda here, not really doing Sanix a favor here. He's not moving out of the way. He's got blue flags, and he's being shown the blue flags, but he's not moving. And Sanix is right on the back of him, and he's blinking him even right now. So
Yeah, I honestly...
he's not looking.
I don't know if Drozda is aware of the fact that we enforce blue flags here, because in usual GT3 racing, that's not a thing. I don't know if he's aware of that, but it's in the league rules, so it's like, it's not our fault.
Yeah.
It's his responsibility, but I feel
Yeah,
like
this is ruining Sanix's race right now. Actually, yeah, he needs to move.
Oh, dear.
And I mean, I know that usually the FIA doesn't come too hard down on it, but personally, I don't.
Chumley and Viss are fighting side by side, by the way. This is for nothing, really, because Chumley's not making his way into the top 15 in this race.
Okay, now he's moving out of the way. Sorry to interrupt you. Drozda does get out of the way, but I feel like some of the damage has been done here, so not exactly the way you want to do it. As did he? Okay, no, I don't know what he was trying to do there. I thought he was trying to have a look down the inside of him again.
By
but
the way,
anyways,
someone who's gonna be kicking himself is Veld, because the fact that Brabner went past is what costs Veld the podium in this moment, but he could still
It's not over
make
yet,
it happen. Exactly. So this fight just probably got a lot fiercer for the last 12 minutes, because it is for a podium, and as soon as Push makes that crucial mistake, he's got a Flying Dutchman up his rear. Not the fastest Dutchman in the race, because that's Carsten, but
one of them.
yeah, exactly. Well, Van den Hudding. I don't know.
Oh, Van den Hudding.
They
I
are
would say that
going
he's up there with
similar
them.
pace. Yeah, last lap they were within a tenth. So
Yeah, Van den Hudding is just well up more up the road is all. But we'll see for how long. And if I mean Van den Hudding, I mean it's 7/10 a difference per lap, and there's 12 minutes to go. I don't know if it's enough. It might be enough. But it depends on if Carson can get past him, because I mean this is a Lambo.
I think that's what's gonna happen here. Yeah. Oliver showed me an aerodynamic simulation after the race at Nürburgring, where I questioned if the Bentley even gets proper slipstream because it's so much bigger than the other cars. Turns out, yes, of course, because I mean, I wasn't
ACC
seriously No, it's realistic.
No,
I wasn't
physics,
seriously claiming it, but of course the car redirects the air upwards so that that even a taller car like the Bentley gets full slipstream. But it's just a funny thought, and Carsten is gonna make use of that slipstream for sure. 3.8 seconds the last time crossing the line. The best laps of the two drivers are a 41.
Oh dear, Drozda gets a drive-through, so I think that's our first drive-through.
Yeah. Because Mills is not in. Just kidding.
Mills, no!
I mean, today Mills' only Mills no moment is when I realized that he's not driving.
What happened to his teammate?
Yeah,
That happened to his teammate as well.
No, he's just sitting at home saying Mills no, wrong car.
Wrong car.
Wrong car. Brabner is not able to shake Veld off at all. So this is looking spicy. Also, Sanix got past Smelt. When did that happen? I don't think we saw that. But yeah, it's a sad. It's number one.
Oh, we have a yellow. Oh no, it's Tipsy. No.
Tipsy.
Oh, and he's gone. Yeah, he's out of the road, or out of the race. Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man. Yeah, Tipsy is round.
Oh, Brabner gets a bit wide there. I don't know if that's going to give Veldman a run here, but no, not here yet, Alan. But he did get a pretty. Yeah, he's gonna try and mind punt him here into the Karsten overtaking spot here. I forget the corner names. I don't know them here, unfortunately, because
I only know Cheetah and Sunset. I know one of them is called something barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Sector 1, I think. But
let's see if Nico can get the run here that he needs, because he is piling on the pressure slowly but surely. We have 9 minutes to go, so we have a battle for the final podium spot and then the final for the top podium spot up front potentially brewing, because Van den Hudding only 3 seconds now is the gap, as again Nico is just riding all over the back of Brabner right now to try and coax him into a mistake or find an opening, like Karsten did.
On the last lap, the two leaders, Van den Hudding on a 41.8 and Carsten on a 41 flat. So,
Ooh,
for everyone able to do maths, that's another 8/10 gained.
Yeah, in the chat, I think that's Neth in the chat. I don't know if that is Neth. He's cheering Nico on, because then it'll be a Netherlands 1-2 or a Dutch 1-2-3.
True.
So that'll make the Portuguese fans watching very happy, and even Pixels in the chat cheering.
But that's not how that. Anyways, even though that's not how.
What are you
that
talking
works,
about? What are you talking about?
The Netherlands are the Netherlands. They have historic drivers like Jos Verstappen and Robert Doornbos. I can't think of any other Dutch driver though. As Veld is having a look on the inside. But that is not happening. It is so difficult. You need to be really confident on the brakes. You need to be closer on the straight. Carsten makes it look easy, but as soon as Veld tries it himself, it suddenly doesn't look that easy anymore, does it? It's like watching Carsten's overtake is like watching some alien F1 esports driver do a lap and think, yeah, I can drive those lines, and then you're like 1.5 seconds off. That's how that felt to me. Because Carsten just makes these moves look so easy, but when someone else tries them, it just don't work.
Yeah, it is not. But yeah, Nico trying to explore all the parts of the racetrack here, trying to find the way a proper line here, or a different line that might help him out. One of the things I noticed about Kylami is that there seem to be numerous different lines that you can take into some corners. And I mean, I'm sure there's an optimal line, but there are other lines you can take, because I've seen Nico driving a different line to Brabner, and it's been sort of working out.
Might also be car specific a little bit.
True, true.
Up front, this lap, 41.0 for Carsten, 41.7 for Van Nudding, so 7/10 this one. I think he's gonna catch him, but I don't know if he's gonna get past him, and that's exactly where the excitement is gonna come from as well, trying to have a look on the outside, but he gets a little bit wiggly. I've been killed by Veld in this corner. I've been killed by many people. I've been killed by many people in Kylami.
I segue.
Yeah, no, because I said the same way Carsten was. 2 races here, got killed 3 times. It was Carsten in the final corner, Veld on the hill, and Miller's lagged car murdered me out of the final corner as well.
Miller, no!
Yeah, he disconnected, and then I was just minding my own business, talking to WoW, angry German noises, you know the drill, and then suddenly I hear the bass boosted Hogwarts theme, and I wonder what's going on. I look into my mirror and Miller's just takes off and hits me around. Anyways.
Oh, is this gonna be a look? No, it's just trying for the mind punt is Veldman. Right now, Carsten has caught up almost entirely to Van Nudding.
Yeah, 7
and we have 5
again.
minutes to go.
It's again 41.7 versus 41.0. So the exact same as last time, which means both
3/4
drivers,
of a second faster.
Yeah, both drivers consistent, but the gap is still there. And Rupert is going to be absolutely kicking himself because he would have been 12 seconds out of that. I still feel really bad thinking about that. But there's no helping it. Is that Chris on side by side with Illigna, who's trying to move into the top 10 with a really good recovery drive. I've got to say this, and never mind. What did I say? Off he goes. Oh no.
Gimme, no!
We're gonna watch the replay of that. But yeah, that is WoW on the inside, Chris on the outside, and
mounted the curb and yeah, put him into the side there. Ugh.
Oh no.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a league ban is in order for Kimi.
Yeah.
The ACC admin is not going to be happy. As is Nico gonna have a look down the inside? Not this time. It's again trying to mind punt it, but Brabner does get a poor exit, and now this might give Veldman the run he needs, but no, he's got to slot back in. So already you can see the pressure is getting even more strong from Veldman here, trying desperately to get his first podium of the season here.
Yeah.
And I don't know when his last podium was,
I
actually.
think probably season 2, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think he got one last season.
Yeah, maybe. Did he get one with... No, Zolda he didn't get one. That was Chumley. Chumley, me, and Carsten. And I don't think after... No, I mean, Veld wasn't that competitive in the Mercedes. He hasn't really found his car after leaving the Aston, I feel like. And now... I mean, this is looking good. He's fighting for this P3 and... might be able to overcome Push here, but yeah, Push has shown some good defensive driving.
Yeah, he's not cracking yet, or I mean, I shouldn't say yet. He's not cracking, and Nico is, even as much pressure as Nico is piling on here, it's not enough. So let's see if this is going to be, or if this is going to be enough, and if Brabner can keep this podium. But right now, under a second is the gap between the two leaders here. And look how close Carsten is getting under braking to Van Nudding here.
How is he gonna defend that? He's gonna hug the inside line like no tomorrow. But I mean, he didn't see Carsten slicing through the field. I don't know if he's aware where the time-wise Maciejewski, the teammate of Carsten actually, from P13 or also P4 in class, gets himself a drive that's gonna promote Chumley into the overall top 15, which is the points paying positions here. Top 15 get points.
We should have 2 laps left, I think, if my maths are right. Or my maths are definitely right here, yeah.
100%.
3 minutes to go,
you might be an English major, but you're still able to
can't read.
To divide 3 by 2 and realize that it's 1.5.
Yeah.
So, as Carsten already having a look, the thing about this is 2 laps to go means we get the main street, right, yeah, the main straight exactly one more time, and that's of course the prime overtaking opportunity. And Carsten in the past has usually taken like a lap to get past, but now he's gonna be under more time pressure, so he might get more desperate and try and move somewhere else. And if, Ruben might just be...
Oh, is he gonna try it here?
No, he's not, but certainly a look. I mean, you can just see how much speed he carries by being able to have a look in every corner and like sweeping around the outside in every corner, just waiting for the opportunity. As soon as there's a mistake from Ruben, like, as soon as the mistake from Ruben is there, you know Carsten is getting through, but unless there is the mistake, this is going to be a tough challenge. Having a look on the outside, setting himself up for a run down the inside, of course, and getting some slipstream now. He's loved to overtake in this corner. He's made some really good moves there also in the RCI race this week. And there goes Carsten! And Ruben carrying him at the outside. Not scared of Carsten. He's showing him... he's showing him his rear wing a little longer, and now Carsten is actually not that close on the main straight, so this is gonna be tough, and Ruben in a prime position to maybe win this race, even though the run from Carsten was really good, and now he's gonna tuck into the slipstream, and I think this might just decide it, unless there's some unlikely action on the last lap. So Carsten and Ruben, and this goes down to the wire. Brabner and Veldman still separated by 4 tenths, and it's not happening on the main straight, because Carsten is well too far behind. Never mind, there he goes! And they're gonna make contact, and he runs into the side, and Carsten is almost drowned. He had to try, but now he's on the back foot. I think his 7-race win streak will end here. But unless, there's 1 lap to go. Maybe he can still do it. He's made some unlikely moves, and now he needs some creativity. What's happening between Brabner and Veld? Nothing.
I'll keep an eye on this, yeah. If you want to keep an eye on the lead
yeah,
there, because, I don't think Veldman's getting him.
So, we're going on board with Carsten. This needs to be perfect now. He's not struggled at all in this season, to be fair. And now the last to first challenge is the first thing that might keep him from winning a race this season. He has died in Spa last time trying a last to first challenge, but now he is on the back of Ruben van den Herding, light cruiser, who has not won in quite a while, but then again no one really has, because Carsten's been dominant, and now he's setting himself up so well that they make contact! Oh, he almost spins Ruben. This is not nice at all, and yeah, you can see the desperation, and he's flashing his lights. You can see it reflected on the back of the Lambo, and he's certainly gonna try down the inside here. No space!
No,
oh, the defensive work from Ruben, not giving him the space, and he's certainly taking his rightful place. Now don't bottle it through cheat, and you might be on to cutting the win streak from Carsten down 1 corner. Around the final turn goes Ruben van den Herding, and he's gonna win this race from Alexander Carsten, who has dominated for so long, and now the last to first challenge ends that Ruben wins from Carsten. Then behind them, Brabner saves himself across the line for P3. Veld, really strong driver of his season so far, P4. Then Antoine Olivet is gonna come 5th. Ollie Stricker with an absolutely stunning P6 has gotten past Bance at some point, and Bance is gonna win, leading a 1-2 for Silver Class with his teammates. So this is gonna put them right back into the mix. So P7 for him, Kushwa P8, Smelt P9, Christian Stricker P10. My voice didn't like that final lap. I gotta say, Tarkos didn't like the final lap either as he goes off track.
That's why you stay and watch ACC even when the championship is over, because we get stuff like that, and that was a wild ride in Kylami, I think we can agree. Maciejewski's gonna cross the line, but he's gonna get 30 seconds added to his time, so he's probably gonna drop a lot of positions here, since he did not serve that drive-through, since the game will just add the time. So I think that should give... Yeah, Gaida gets a point, actually, after having a horrifyingly, a horrifying race. He won here last season, I know, and struggled from the beginning, but luckily was able to recover it there, so good job to him. And I think Sam might get a point as well, actually.
Yeah, I think he will. And for the fight for P2 in the standings, this is gonna catapult Ruben up the order. He's in P6 right now, a little bit adrift. So it's gonna get him close to people like Illigno, who haven't scored at all. Brabner's gonna take P2 in the standings for sure. Rupert didn't score either. Sam with bad scoring. So this just helps Ruben to catch up and Brabner to pull away a little bit. So this is the fight for P2. We've got 2 weeks to go. We hear a funny sound as that's... Oh, yeah, that is Triton going for a little bit of a talk with the Porsche drivers. But yeah, what a race and what a finish to the race. Now I don't know what to do. Should I wait for Triton to come back? Usually we don't do interviews here recently, so I don't know what's happening here. Maybe tell me next time before you leave. I don't know what's happening. What's Triton doing? Is he... I don't know if he wants to do an interview right now. Do I just wait, or do I just turn the stream off? I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, okay, they've started this. Next time, tell me before you leave. What's going on?
Yeah, no, I went to check in on the McLaren Honda Fernando Alonso Max Verstappen garage there, and yeah, while the team is very happy, it doesn't seem as though Bance is, because he's not happy with his drive, even though did get P1.
How?
He stalled in the pit lane, he said.
That's annoying. Well,
yeah,
we lost time there, we knew that, but it didn't cost him the lead.
Yeah, he says he thinks he could have done better, so I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta push yourself
he
harder.
could have also practiced and then been even better. The fact that he didn't practice and still won silver class is impressive enough in my book. But I think that's a solid place to end it, I think. It's... hello? Do you agree? Anything to say?
I think so, yeah.
So
I think all I have to say is that was just an incredible race, and I'm glad that we got to see that, and hopefully you guys tune in. Where are we next week? I think it's
Misano.
Misano.
Yeah, 2 races to go. We go to Misano next time, and then on the 1st of March it is season finale at Mount Panorama. So yeah, that's what's coming up, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope some of you are. I hope this race served as advertisement for the series, and yeah, I hope you join us in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.